Welcome to the Chaska Economic Development Authority meeting. We'll call the meeting to order at 8:30. Nate, will you call roll, please?
Yes, Commissioner Hatfield.
Present.
Commissioner Wong.
Here.
Commissioner Grau.
Here.
And President Winchell.
Here. I forgot to tell you guys, you got different titles.
Yeah, you're commissioners now.
And I believe Nate said that this statute tells us who we are, so, is that right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
As long as their names are the
So we
same.
do have different titles.
Yeah.
So correct me when I'm wrong, because I have a tendency to miss that, so. All right, if there are no corrections or additions to the agenda, I would, ask for a motion.
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion by Commissioner Hatfield, second by Commissioner Wong, was it?
Yep.
Wong, to, adopt the agenda. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Next, we move to approve previous meeting minutes. Again, if there are no corrections or additions, I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Wang. Second. Second by Commissioner Grau to approve previous meeting minutes. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Moves us to approve, no, discussion. Assignment and assumption of lease agreement with NorthStar Regional P.S.C. for property located at 314 Walnut Street.
Nate, why don't you take this?
Sure. So, oh, shoot, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here we go. So the EDA owns the property at 314 Walnut Street, which is one of the former Klein mansions.
The old Peacock Inn.
The old Peacock Inn. We've owned it for quite a number of years now at this
Since the
point.
1960s.
Oh, so I didn't realize it was that long. Okay, since the 1960s.
That's how long we've owned that?
It was a library for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
and then- Yeah, no, I think it was like 65 or something like that. It was a long time.
And since the Peacock Inn, after that ended their business there, and starting in 2011, Five Star Recovery Center entered into a lease with the EDA for that property to use it for the services that they provide. Last year, 2 years ago now, 2017. Wait, that's what year again?
2019.
2 years ago now, almost. We entered into an extension of that lease that brought it through 2022. And per the terms of that extension, the payments started then at $2,400 a month, and they increased 3% annually through the end of the lease. We did construct that lease to end in 2022 at that time. Well, 5 is a nice round number, but in addition to that, and more importantly, we were sort of looking ahead to some of the improvements that we're planning to City Square Park, City Square West, and anticipating that project taking shape, and thinking maybe at that point in time it would be a good opportunity to think about what is the future of that property. So maybe it does continue to be with Five Star, or maybe opportunities exist at that time that we want to do something different. But that was sort of the rationale at the time for setting that year. So since the renewal of the lease, Five Star Recovery has changed its ownership structure, and they're now owned by an entity named NorthStar Regional P.S.C. So they're continuing to do the same thing there. For all practical purposes, what you see on the ground is going to continue to be what it has been and what the lease was entered into, and the intent behind that. So what we're asking for here is kind of a housekeeping item in my mind, in that we want to just update the lease so it acknowledges the new ownership structure.
So
that's what that's about.
is that still Jason then?
Correct.
It's just a new name.
A new name.
He's his new boss, basically, or partner, as I guess. depending.
Yes.
Okay, so this is really just a housekeeping thing. Nothing
housekeeping.
changes in the lease, just the name on the lease.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, discussion from council. All right, I'd entertain a motion to assign assumption of lease agreement to NorthStar Regional P.S.C. for property located at 314 Walnut Street.
So moved. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
So, Commissioner Grau, second by Commissioner Wang to, again, assumption of lease agreement for 314 Walnut Street. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, other business. Anybody got anything at all? The only thing out of this, I'll just throw out there, we got walls standing out on the old building center site, so that's good to see, so.
It's gonna be a nice looking building.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, I mean, it sat there for a long time, and for anybody that was impatient, it's like me going, what does it take so long? But, when the precast come, get out of the way, those
Yeah.
walls go up fast,
That
so.
was like almost like 10 years or something, or 8 years that was vacant.
Empty?
Yeah, it's like a long time.
Well, I think since I've been mayor, and that's,
Right.
yeah, I'm in my 10th year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was 2009 or 2010 when the buildings
Yeah.
came down.
Yeah.
Yep, so, no, that's good, and then hopefully that, gets the other one going when they start seeing activity, so. that's good. Anyone else? All right, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Wang,
Second.
second by Commissioner Hatfield to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. We are adjourned. Good night. Thanks, everyone, for being here.